Star Wars is a mega hot commodity, not because of the sequel trilogy, which should honestly stay buried, but because of everything that they're doing with the live action shows, the cartoons, and pretty much everything else that is not involving the actual movies. Personally, I'm good with that. Star Wars is a great series with a lot of missteps in a lot of places. This includes in the prequels and also the original trilogy. Yeah, I said it, I'm not gonna take that back. Either way though, people flock to it. It has a lot to appeal for. The lightsaber fights, the good characters, the good storylines. Oh, let's talk about the storylines real quick. People get a little mixed on them from the prequels, the originals, and the one we don't like to talk about. But most people agree that it has a pretty good, straightforward storyline. But did you know that there was almost a few differences here and there? Some characters changed motivations, some characters acted differently, and some characters probably didn't show up whatsoever. But let's get into one big one that almost affected the entirety of the last film. And by last film, I mean The Return of the Jedi, the film that saw the destruction of the Empire, the death of the Emperor, and the redemption of Darth Vader himself. We all know that Luke fights the Emperor as well as Darth Vader, or at least fight in a loose sense, and he turns away from the dark side, choosing to stay to the light side as his father before him, at least before all the child murdering, of course. But did you know that in early story meetings, George Lucas actually considered a different ending for Return of the Jedi that was far, far darker? Not only was it darker, it also made a lot less sense. The writing went about as such. Luke takes Vader's mask off. The mask is the very last thing, and Luke puts it on and says, "Now I am Vader. Now I will go and kill the rebel fleet, and I will rule the universe." Yeah, again, pretty confusing, and I'm very glad this one didn't get made. Luke turning to the dark side was a plot that was played around with all three movies, but ultimately Luke fell to the light side and became the true chosen one. Much like a lot of his other choices, this would have been a bad choice for Lucas, and probably would have ruined the sanctity of the final film of the original trilogy. Good thing this part didn't actually go through, even though they did still play with Luke turning to the dark side in other media. That's our video for today, folks. I do hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, hit that like button and subscribe button, and maybe comment on what you liked about it. See you all next time.